And we are away. Opening kickoff. Sent by Breck Schultz. Big tackle there. On the return by number 39, Lane Billings. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Sorry we're just getting to you. First week of the regular season, so getting a couple things set up out here. We honored the 50th anniversary of Live Oak football before the game tonight, so I was down there filming some of that. Just made it up to the booth. So thank y'all for joining us tonight. We got a whole full action football game coming at you tonight. Nice little departure from the scrimmage and the jamboree, and we are going full time here tonight. So thank you again for joining us. Glad to have you along. All right, penalty on the first play was an illegal substitution.
On the run.
All right, make sure y'all can hear me out there now. You should be able to hear us here in the booth. If you still can't, you let me know.
1 yard gain, second down, 14.
It's going to be second and 14 for the Bengals. All right.
Timeout, Belaire.
We got a timeout on the field by Belaire. Go ahead and step away for a second. So, as I was saying before the game, we honored the 50th anniversary of Live Oak football. So, I think it's very fitting that this is a new season with brand new turf, brand new blue, beautiful field, track right around the field. It is a new era of Live Oak football, and so it was very cool to be able to see those guys out there tonight that helped to start this program. And it was an honor to be around them. And, I myself, like many others, have come through this program and got to see it grow and got to be part of the history of it. So it's really cool to just kind of see the founding fathers of it before the game tonight. All right. Appreciate it. Short game of the play, taken down by number 3, Jace Griffin.
Acting on the carry, tackled by number 3, Jace Griffin.
Ooh.
2 yard carry, third down 11, Eagle fans.
I'm going to turn my mic down just a little bit. Try and get to where y'all can hear me a little better. Coming through a little clearer. So here we go. 3rd and 11. 2 wide receivers set to the far side. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go on that one. And they'll blow it dead. Met by number 34, Blake Rosenthal, and number 15, Tyler Mayer. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to be forced to punt there. It's a big stop on the first drive of the game by this Eagle defense. We've got number 14, Braden Jones, back deep to receive.
Number 14, Braden Jones, back to receive.
High snap. He's going to have to run with it. They're chasing him down. Number 49, Jacob Cowart, going to bring him down from behind. That'll be a big stop for this defense all the way down at the 15-yard line. So the offense will get to take over with very good field position on their first drive of the night.
Number 48, Gabe Harvey on the tackle. First and 10 for the Eagles.
Jacob Coward's upset down there on the sideline. His credit got taken away. Saw him shaking his head. Don't worry, Jacob. We know. All right. Eagles come out. 2 wide receiver set. One on the far side, one on the near side. Man in motion. Got a little bit of early movement by the defense. It's going to be encroachment. 5-yard penalty. So it'll be first and 5 for the Eagles. All the way up to the 11-yard line. Man in motion is Ray. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff. Oh, sorry, the fake it. Wide receiver screen to the near side, number 4, and he's in for the touchdown. That was number 4, Cade Whitehead, on the wide receiver screen. Big Hayden Ray out blocking, and it's good for 6. So all it took was one play here by the Eagle offense, and they are on the board. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Glad to have y'all here tonight. Have number 25, Breck Schultz, on to kick the point after attempt following that touchdown. Low snap, but the kick is up, and it is good. And Mr. Schultz is 1 for 1 on the season.
Number 3, Jay Griffin on the hold. Number 25, Breck Schultz on the kick. It is good.
So just like that, your Eagles lead 7-0 with 9:17 left to play here in the first quarter. Breck Schultz on to kick it away. So that is our resident 5-star kicker lining up. We'll see what he can do here. Schultz kicks it away. And it is into the end zone for a touchback. So Belaire will try again, taking over from the 20-yard line after the touchback. Mr. James, I think it's about as good of a start as you can get. You know, you hold the Belaire offense to negative yardage on their first drive. You manage to force them to run it on the punt, and then it only takes you one play to go in for a touchdown. I can't imagine a better way to draw it up to start the game. Belaire comes in a 4 wide receiver set, one to the near side, 4 to the far side. It's going to be halfback draw up the middle, stiff arms a man, gets up to the secondary, and that's going to be good for 11 yards and a first down.
On the carry, number 49, Jacob Coward. And number 20, Colin Weller on the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Belaire at the 31-yard line. Again, 4 wide receiver set. Here's a snap. Going to be handoff again. So it's a big running back. Just kind of bulldozes his way through. He's going to pick up about 14 on the run.
Number 7, Freeman on the carry, tackle by number 20, Cullen Weller, number 3, Jace Griffin. First and 10 for the Bengals.
So back-to-back running plays. Goes for big yardage against this Eagle defense. Let's see if they can find a way to counter these running back draws. They're going to run it again here to the right side. This time he's met near the line of scrimmage. Pushes forward for a few. They'll get him down right at the 50-yard line.
Tackle by number 59, Landon Ross, and number 20, Cullen Weller. 5-yard carry, second down 5 for the Bengals.
So 2nd and 5 for the Bengals. Still 4 wide receiver set. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Here's a snap. Looking to the far side, wide receiver screen. He is met in the backfield, hit behind the line of scrimmage by number 0, Vince Bourne. Saw that one coming all day, and he breaks that one up. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down 5.
So 3rd and 5 from the near hash. Same formation. Here's the snap. It's fumble in the backfield. Quarterback has it. He's going to be drugged down by number 49, Jacob Cowart. Loss of 6 on the play. And the Bengals will be forced to punt.
Tackle for loss by number 49, Jacob Cowart. 4th and 12.
So after 2 back-to-back big runs, the Bengals drive stalls out. And number 14, Braden Jones, will be deep to return the punt. The refs have stopped the game for a second. They pulled number 8 for the Bengals out of the game. Not sure why, but he was the long snapper, I'm pretty sure. They just sent him to the sideline, so let's see if that affects the Bengals here. Good snap. Kick is going to hit the kicker. Oh, did he wave it off? They are not going to call the contact, say it's incidental going for the ball, and the Eagles will take over at the 49-yard line. I'll be honest, I cannot believe they waved that off. Yeah. Well, Eagles will take over 49-yard line after the punt. We got a timeout by Belaire. So we'll take just a second. And we'll get us some water down on the field. Eagles got 51 yards to drive on this one. We'll see what they can do. Oh, hey, we got some ads playing over here on the big screen tonight. Most of the sports team and spirit groups here at the school were asked to produce some kind of video to be able to play at the games to kind of highlight them. They are playing one for our 7-time national champion Live Oak High School cheerleaders right now. Look at it. I don't want to say I called it, but, about 5 seconds before it said 7-time national champion Live Oak Eagles. I called it, so I know my stuff. Been around here for a while. Yeah, well, I do agree. That is one thing that I'm missing right now about having our old cameras. We can't move it to look at exactly what we want to look at. It does a great job looking at what it's supposed to look at. But that is not always what we want to look at. So 2 wide receiver set. It's going to be a handoff this time to Jones. He's met in the backfield, hit pretty high, but they'll manage to bring him down. I'm going to say no gain on the play.
Second down 10 for Eagles.
Something flew off of him. He just threw it over here to the sideline. But he's staying out there. Got a wide receiver change going. Number 11, Marcus Mack is here to the near side. Number 43, Hayden Ray to the far side. Jones is the man in the backfield. Ray in motion to the near side. Rosenthal in motion to the far side. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff. Counter up the middle. Braden Jones. He'll be met. He'll gain 2 or 3 on the play. And it'll bring up, let's call it 3rd and 8.
Gain of 2, 3rd down 8.
Now we'll take a short time out for a hydration break. Oh, let's show my hype video now. Say I'm being joined tonight by a few people here in the booth. Say I've got myself, Joel Harrison, my mother, Miss Joanne Harrison, JoJo. Taking some stats for us tonight, we have Mr. Trevor O'Neill, and joining me now on the headset, we have Mr. Cale Landis.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Cale.
Glad to be here for the first big game of the year.
Yeah, it's going to be it's definitely just different whenever it's a live action game. You know, the jamboree is fun, the scrimmage is fun, but it's not really live. You know,
That's right.
So this is our first real test, first real live action we got going tonight. So it just hits a little different. Sun is about to set, and we're about to have true Friday night football. Looking to pass on 3rd down, Jones evades a little bit of pressure, but can't evade long enough, and he'll be sacked.
Caden Jones sacked. Number 9.
Lost the 3.
Rivers.
And the Eagles
4th down.
are going to go ahead and punt.
For Eagles.
So after a great first drive, the second drive stalls out, and the Eagles will be forced to punt it away. So Breck Schultz in the punt. He'll kick it away, and it takes a Belaire bounce, but heads-up play by number 33, Cole Robinson, to stop it from bouncing backwards. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line.
After 27-yard line. First quarter brought to you by Mary Lee Donut.
So on the last drive,
Go see Coach Moon right here in Watson.
Belaire
Delicious donuts.
had a lot of success
Mary Lee Donuts
running the
our first
halfback
quarter
draw. We'll see
sponsor.
if
Thank you
they
for supporting my little football.
run that here again. The Eagle defense has made some adjustments towards it, or what they're going to do. So they've been running this same formation with 4 wide receiver set, 3 on the far side, 1 on the near side. It's just kind of interesting now. They're on the far hash. Not a lot of room out there on that far side. So tons of room out here on this near side. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Woo! Tries to bring it up the middle, and he is hit hard. This time, it is number 48, Gabe Harvey, on the tackle.
Johnson on the keeper. Tackled by number 48, Gabe Harvey.
Oh, we got a different formation here this time. Now we got 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. No gain on 1st down.
Turn me down.
Woo! And this time, he is hit hard. That's going to be number 39, the freshman, Lane Billings, steps in
Tackled by number 39, Lane Billings.
and just lays a hit.
3rd down 10.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Belaire. Now, he is fired up. He was one of the ones that at the beginning of the season, Coach Hutch told us to look out for, that he's going to be contributing. He's going to be contributing this year on defense as a freshman from the safety position. Quarterback looking to throw. Throws to the near side. Can't find his man. Falling complete. So we will see a punt by Belaire.
Number 10, Tyree Blair, incomplete. 4th and 10 for the Bengals.
So some good intensity there by the Eagle defense. A couple big back-to-back hits. Forces Belaire into a 3rd and long. They're not able to connect. And they'll be forced to punt it away. Number 4, Cade Whitehead, back deep to receive. Here's the snap. He's going to have to run it. And he will be drugged down at about the 24-yard line. So for the second time tonight, they are not able to get the punt away. And it'll be a turnover on downs in Eagle territory. So the Eagle offense will take back over. Number 24, Dakota Jones, has checked into the ball game. Another freshman contributing early here in the season. He'll be playing some running back for us. Rosenthal in motion. Here's a snap. Play action goes over the middle to Hayden Ray. He's got some room, and he's in for the touchdown.
Hayden Ray, 46.
So 24-yard touchdown strike from number 1 Jones to the tight end, number 43, Hayden Ray. It's good for 6. Breck Schultz on for the point after attempt. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good.
Breck Schultz, kick is good.
So with 3:25 left to play here in the first quarter, your Eagles lead it 14-0. So big story so far has been the turnovers on down caused by the failed punt attempts from Belaire. On both of those drives, the Eagles took over and scored on the first play from scrimmage. So Caden Jones has now thrown 2 passes. He is 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns, and about 35 yards. Can't ask for much more than that. We've got a pretty good turnout here tonight. We were all out here last night for the first annual Tailgate and Pep Rally, kicking off the 2023 season.
Number 25, Breck Schultz.
Had us a bit of a block party out here with lots of vendors and jambalaya cook-off and all of our spirit groups out here cheering on the football team, getting them ready for the season. So it was really cool to see the whole community come together for that last night. Schultz kicks it away. It'll land at the 5-yard line, and it's in the end zone just barely. Almost snuck one down there.
The ball only went about a yard into the end zone. He was very fortunate there. He didn't overthink that one.
Yeah.
I think, as some people would say, that was calculated.
Absolutely. That would have been a bad time there for Belaire. So rolls into the end zone. It is a touchback. It's one of those things, people, as they keep playing against Schultz for the game, they start to expect it to be a touchback every time, that he can kind of sneak it up every now and then and kick it a little bit shorter, maybe get a special teams touchdown.
I think next time on return team, I think they're going to line up and try and catch one on the 1 or 2 yard line. I don't think they're going to let it bounce again.
Oh, yeah. They might have at this point, I'd just back them up to the goal line.
That's right.
Don't let anything behind. If it goes behind, it's a touchback. Good to go. So, Belaire comes out. 3 wide receiver set, all to the near sideline. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's good for about 4 yards.
Number 2, Patton on the carry. Tackled by number 34, Blake Rosenthal.
So I was told somehow my commentary is about 2 seconds ahead of the video, which doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe I can just read the future, but I'll try not to spoil anything. Or you can just listen and know that you should pay attention to the play that's about to happen, because something good's about to happen on the screen. Here's snap. Handoff up the middle again. This time he's met at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go on that one. Met by number 18, Billy Edmondson.
Number 48, Gabe Harvey.
No gain on the play.
Number 18, Billy Edmondson on the tackle. Third down 6.
So 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. Chance for the Eagle defense to get off the field here. Again, a 3 wide receiver set, all to the near side. Here's a snap. Deep drop, rolling to the far side, looking down the field. He's going to throw it up. Has a man. Good coverage by number 3, Jace Griffin. It'll be incomplete.
For number 2, Patton.
So that'll bring up 4th down.
Number 3, Jace Griffin on the coverage. 4th down.
And the Bengals prepare to punt again. So if y'all are just joining us, the Eagles have gotten off to a hot start here. They currently lead 14 to nothing with 1:44 left to play here in the first quarter. Here's the snap. It's up. And this one is going to just clear the 50-yard line. It'll be a fair catch taken by number 14, Braden Jones.
Fair catch.
And they'll take over at the 46-yard line.
At their 41.
So the Eagles take over at their own 46-yard line. Come out in their base set, which is 2 wide receivers and 2, I like to call them H-backs. Handoff goes to number 24, Jones. On the counter play, he's got some room. Beats one man, cuts through another tackle, and he'll have a pickup of about 16 yards on 1st down. So you'll hear me say the name Jones a lot tonight.
Number 12, Cedric Turner on the
Starting
number
quarterback,
8,
number 1, Caden Jones.
on the tackle.
Starting running back, number 14, Braden
That's enough for an
Jones.
Eagle. First
Backup
down.
running back, number 24, Dakota Jones. All touching the ball here tonight. 3 wide receiver set, all to the near side. Got a little early movement there from the defense. Should be offsides. Oh, they might be calling a false start, actually. We're going to discuss it. See what they saw down there. It is going to be a false start. So 5-yard penalty on the Eagles.
False start against the Eagles. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
The Eagle O-line can't really believe it. They're like, wait, really? But they're going to back them up. I don't know why they're backing them up 14 yards, but there we go. 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Takes the handoff. Going to be a throw to the near side. Intended for number 43, Ray. Thrown a little behind him. Will be incomplete.
Long pass intended for number 43, Hayden Ray. Incomplete. 2nd down, 15.
So bring up 2nd and 15 here for the Eagles. Looks like they're going to go back to a base set. 2 wide receivers are here to the near side. It's number 11, Mack, and number 43, Ray. Dakota Jones is the running back. Handoff up the middle, and he hits it running.
A big push by number 77, straight
Absolutely.
up the middle. He is still going.
Still pushing. So great blocks out there. You said it. Lead block out there. Number 77, Garrett Zachary. Just beat his man and kept pushing him down the field.
That's enough for an Eagle. 1st down.
And Dakota Jones will pick up big gain on 1st down. Play action over the middle. Number 43, Ray, hit as he tried to catch it. It'll fall incomplete.
Don't pass intended for number 43, Ray. Incomplete. 2nd down, 10.
I think contact might have been a little early there on that one, but one of those, it's such a boom play, it's kind of hard to tell. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Here's a snap. Play action this time to the right side. Goes over the middle of number 5, Ben Moyer. And he's in for a touchdown.
To number 5, Ben Moyer, or 6.
So 3 touchdowns all through the air tonight for Caden Jones. Good for a 24-yard touchdown, I believe. So number 1, Jones, in the air again. This time find his 3rd receiver, Ben Moyer. And Breck Schultz will kick it. It is up. It is good. And it is 21-0 with 35 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. And now, Kale, you were right. I was very impressed on that running play there by Dakota Jones. He took that ball and hit a sprint as soon as he touched it, took it up the middle, and just followed behind big number 77, Zachary. And he was 15 yards up the field before anyone even touched him.
Zachary stayed stride to stride ahead of him.
Yeah.
With his defender in front of him, just walking that man backwards. And
moving.
That was beautiful.
You love to see it. So, seen some good offensive line play so far here tonight, as well as in the jamboree and the scrimmage. It's been one of their strengths so far. They have a really young skill group on this team with the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends, and the quarterback is a sophomore. So, the offensive line is probably their oldest group out here. Offensive and defensive line.
Breck Schultz back to kick for the Eagles.
Has the most experience and the most age to them. Schultz, kick it away. This one's going to be bounced right at the 2-yard line, and it'll go into the end zone.
All right, Breck. Breck's got to learn how to put a little bit more backspin on it.
That's right. Backspin on that kickoff. He could do it. We joke about him, but he is one of the best kickers in the state, if not the best kicker in the state of Louisiana this year. And he is, I believe, number 12 in the nation in kicking. He's a 5-star recruit, and he makes it look easy. It's not flashy. I mean, it's just a guy down there kicking the ball and doing what you expect him to do. But you can't ask for anything more.
Yeah, when you compare him to other high school talent, he really shines.
Absolutely. In the jamboree last week, he kicked a 45-yard field goal.
Right.
Let me see. I have it written down here. I think it was 43, but it was ridiculous.
Big stop in at the line of scrimmage.
46-yard field goal last
Number
week.
two,
We
Hackett
just
on
lined
the
it up.
carry.
Why not? It was fourth
Tackle
down.
number 39, Lane Billings, and number 49,
We're at the 30-yard
Howard.
line. Like, hey, we can
Yeah.
hit from here. It's a heck of a tool. So first down, no gain.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to let the clock run down to the end of the quarter.
Yep.
They'll take a hydration break. We'll flip sides of the field. And Belaire will have it 2nd and 10 from that side. So after one quarter, Trevor, you got any stats for me over there? I know it's put you on the spot there, but I know, let's see, we got 59 total passing yards. So 3 touchdowns through the air by number 1, Caden Jones, all the different wide receivers. First he hit Whitehead, number 4, for an 11-yard strike. Then he went to number 43, Ray, for a 24-yard touchdown. And then back to Ben Moyer for a 24-yard touchdown.
Please direct your attention to the 20-yard line.
We're going to take a quick little break here for a second for our salute to service.
On the west end, east end. As part of tonight's Eagle salute, we are proud to recognize a member of the 1973 Eagles football team.
This is a member of the
Dr.
1973
was commissioned as U.S.
football
Army Reserve
team.
chaplain with the rank of colonel.
Michael Milton.
He retired from military service with the award of Legion of Merit after 32 years of federal service. Dr. Milton is also a Presbyterian minister, an educator, and an author. Dr. Milton is unable to be in attendance tonight, but in his place, Berlin Cox. Please give an Eagles Stadium salute to Dr. Michael Milton.
So one of the things they've started doing in recent years has been, after the first quarter, they do a salute to service for a Live Oak High alumnus, honoring them for their service to this country in the armed services. Yep, just click that one. Yeah, at the top it changes. Yeah, it changes there, and it gives us a little bar here on the screen. So here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff to the right side, trying to bounce out all the way to the outside, but he's going to be stopped a little short.
Number 2, Hack on the carry.
You can hit reset over there, JoJo. Yep, and then add. There you go. Perfect. So number 15, Tyler Mayer on the tackle. After a gain of about 7, it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Bengals.
3rd down 3 for the Bengals.
We got a whole production crew up here tonight. Got 4 of us up here in the booth working the broadcast crew, so it's pretty cool to have some help up here. You know, the last 2 weeks I've been struggling trying to press all these buttons and do all these things, and I end up missing plays at a time. So it's real nice to have some help up here. So this one's going to be a delayed handoff, and it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down. Belaire's still pushing that pile, and they're not blowing it dead for whatever reason, even though all 22 players are in the pile. And it'll be enough for a first down.
I guess technically it was still moving. But
I mean, yeah, they were moving around, so I guess they said, let it go.
all the Eagles were in on that tackle.
I think all 11 Eagles were in that pile. So credit, everyone gets an assist on that one. Put it in the stats.
Stat it.
Yeah, I know you're keeping track of all those kicks too, right? Or the tackles too. Kicks, that's easy. I love that. Love that. Hand off to the near side. Ooh, big block out there. Vince Bourne, first contact, going to get a helmet on him and slow him down, but it looks like we're going to have a holding penalty. If I had to make an assumption, this one's coming back a little bit. Looks like they were holding on to number 3. Yeah, number 3, Jace Griffin, got held on that one. And that'll erase that run, back them up. And this, in high school, it is a spot foul. It did happen at the line of scrimmage, so it will be a 10-yard penalty. But it's one of those interesting differences between the high school game.
Yeah.
in college. Yeah, Mr. Odd, it may just be one of those things with the Wi-Fi signal there, trying to mirror it up onto the TV. In the future, we are hoping to get it to where I can simulcast this, and we'll actually have it streamed live through YouTube as well. And it should make it easier to get up on your TV and have a little bit higher quality. This one's a run out to the far side. Going to be tackled
Number 3, Johnson.
behind the line of scrimmage by number 39, Lane Billings.
By number 39, Lane Billings.
Big stop there by Lane Billings. Going to bring up second down and almost 20.
Yeah, I mean, he is, like I said, he's a freshman. He's out here. They put him at strong safety some. They put him at middle linebacker some. They like to move him around a little bit and just let him play.
Just let him eat.
Man, he is fast. He is strong. He doesn't look like a freshman, I'll tell you that. He's not quite the size of our defensive ends out there, but he's still a big boy. And they're going to rush him this time. He's trailing the quarterback, putting some pressure. He's going to dump it off. And from across the formation, Billings almost catches him. But instead,
Brody Welsh.
Welch will get the tackle. And he laid a pop on him there. It's going to be a gain of 2. And it'll be third and about 15.
Number 21, Brody Welch. Third down 15, Eagle Bands.
So third and 15. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the far side, 1 on the near side. Towel came with the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Almost broke it, but he'll be stopped. Diving tackle there by number 3, Jace Griffin.
By number 3, Jace Griffin.
And number 46, Wyatt Tynes there to make sure he didn't get any farther. And it'll be 4th and 9.
Just over 8 minutes left here.
You saw the towel fly over there.
The towel and the ball were moved at about the same rate of speed towards the quarterback. He didn't know which one to catch.
Well, he picked the right one. Fortunate for him. Bengals will punt it away. Number 14, Braden Jones, back deep to receive, staying at about the 35-yard line. Kick is blocked by number 48, Gabe Harvey, and it's on the ground.
By the Eagles.
And it'll be recovered, making it effectively a 2-yard punt.
Recovered by Colin Weller, number 20.
By number 48, Gabe Harvey, recovered by number 20, Colin Weller.
So another special teams play here by this Eagle team gives them great field position all the way into Belaire territory. So 7.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. The Eagles take over at the 41-yard line. Jones takes the snap, looks down the field, has a man wide open over the middle. It's Moyer. That's going to be good for, we'll see, from the 41 all the way down to the 16, 25 yards.
That's enough for an Eagle. First down.
So Ben Moyer couldn't have been more open there in the middle of the field. So one of the things they do, and one of the reasons why Ben Moyer is always wide open, is he's playing here at this H-back position. So he's playing as a tight end off the line of scrimmage behind the tackle. And it's so easy for him to be able to release. Jones throws this one. It's going to be intercepted. It's going the other way. Big number 67 almost had him. And Jones himself is going to make the tackle. He'll throw him down, saving the touchdown.
Jones pass.
So good hustle there by Jones, making up for the play. But you know he's frustrated by that one. He'd like to have that throw back.
Is that Lori?
Heard her down there.
Yeah, Ms. Lori Taylor in the stands.
She cutting up down there?
Yes, ma'am. She's angry.
Oh, goodness. Well, you don't like to hear that. You don't want to make Miss Lori angry. Many a student have done that in the office. Doesn't end well for them. So Belaire, on the quick turnaround, will have the ball at the 32-yard line. 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Here's the snap. And they're going to blow it dead. And they're lucky they did because Jacob Cowart was standing next to the running back waiting for the handoff.
Flag on the play. False start against the Bengals.
It'll be a false start. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
So 1st and 15 for the Bengals. Man, I thought Jacob Cowart was going to take the handoff and go the other way for a second there.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of broke down and waited. He was waiting for him to hand it off. Next time, just take it and go. So 1st and 15. Drops back to pass. Going to throw it to the far side. Doesn't quite make it to the receiver. But number 13, Adam Karras, tried to cut underneath it and intercept it, but the pass didn't come quite far enough to get to him. And it'll be 2nd and 15.
Number 13, Adam Ferris on the coverage. 2nd down, 15.
Here's the snap. It's fumbled. Ends up in the halfback's hands, but he'll be taken down as he's met immediately by number 46,
Number
Wyatt
10, Blair
Tynes,
on the carry. Tackled by number 46.
and number 18,
Wyatt
Billy
Tynes.
Edmondson. A loss of about,
And number 18, Billy Edmondson.
so hard to count up here.
3rd down. and
32.
much.
That's an 8, and that's another 3. 3rd and 21.
Official timeout for
So,
hydration.
That's the 6-minute
Score
timeout.
update. Second quarter. Touchdown 21, North Shore 7.
So we're getting some
Second
score
quarter,
updates here in the.
Greenville 7, Denham Springs 0.
Oh, wow.
Second quarter, Carver 0, Santa 14. Second quarter, Central 7, De La Salle 0. Second quarter, Catholic High 14, PBU Mississippi 7.
So a couple score updates that just came through. Didn't get all the actual scores, but we got
Denham's
the
losing.
update. Yeah, that's the important one, right? Central, Walker, Catholic, Dutchtown, Santa Ma are all leading. Denham
Yes.
Springs down by
Ladies
7
and gentlemen,
to Mandeville.
Game ticket stub to the Denham Springs and Watson Waffle House. And you'll get a free waffle with the purchase of an all-star special.
That's a heck of a deal. So sorry for you guys watching at home, but if you make it out to the
Second
game
quarter brought to you
and
by
you show
Texas
your
Appliances.
ticket stub at Waffle
Everybody go
House,
see Mama Brenda.
you get a
Her
free
staff.
waffle with the purchase of an
Two
all-star
locations.
breakfast. That's a heck of a deal.
North Sherwood, in the corner of College and Perkins. That's Stanton's Appliance. Thank you.
You know,
for
we went
support
out there
Bravo
last
football.
week after the game, and of course, we don't get out there until about 2 hours after the game's over. But it was nice just to go in there and enjoy a little breakfast at 1 in the morning after a football game. I'd have more to say about that, but we're not going to say that. Because my mom was up here in the booth with me. And my boss listens to this show. Just remember, it's not a Waffle House. It's a Waffle Home. All right, 3rd and 21. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff. Tries to cut back across the field. and he is wrapped up, nowhere to go.
Number 10, Belaire
Tackled by number 49, Jacob Cowart.
Tackled by number 15, Belaire, number 49.
It'll be a loss of another 3 or 4. It's going to be punting time. So we'll say, we got a punt coming. So after the turnover by the Eagles, Eagle defense steps up in a big way. Sends the Belaire offense backwards, and they'll be forced to punt on 4th down. Here's snap, punt is up, and this time it's away. It's a pretty good punt. It's going to land at about the 22-yard line. It'll start rolling backwards, so the Eagles take over about the 27-yard line. And that is the worst field position they've had all night.
I believe you're right.
And it's still not bad. The 27 is still better than the touchback. So,
Indeed.
So Jones is going to want to shake off that last drive. Let's see what they do here. Young quarterback, getting not his first start. He got some playing time last season as well as a freshman, but let's see how he responds after throwing an interception here. Let's see what the coaching staff decides to do. Are they going to run it? Or are they going to go right back to the air? So on 1st down, they'll give to Braden Jones. He makes a good cut back across field. He is grabbed after a gain of about 7 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
7-yard gain, 2nd down 3.
So his helmet comes off, so he'll have to come off the field. So number 24, Dakota Jones, will check in. So that's not a fun jog to have to do. You got to come off with your helmet, and then you get to turn right back around afterwards. But it's a 30-yard jog over the sideline. It's not, I don't want to do that. I mean, last night they made the players, they had to jog from the end zone out here to the 50-yard line as they recognized them at the pep rally, and felt bad for some of those kids, I don't want to make that jog. That's why they're athletes,
Number
right?
1, Caden Jones on the carry.
So Caden Jones keeps himself good for about 5 yards.
That's enough for an Eagle. 1st down.
And that's the 1st down. So first 2 plays following the interception have both been running plays. And I got to think they're going to keep it on the ground. They got 3.5 minutes left to go in the half. Plenty of time to march down the field. Help build a little bit of confidence back for Caden Jones here. And they'll hand it off to Dakota Jones. Got some big men out in front of him. He's got a lane. He's got plenty of room. Delivers a stiff arm, still on his feet. And he'll be knocked down at the 40-yard line, gain of 20 on the play.
Number 10, Belaire. That's enough for an Eagle. 1st down.
So that's one of the things I've been impressed about by this offensive line is that the way they're moving around, they're getting to pull. And we're getting some good lead blocking out there.
You had Rosenthal and Moyer pull from left to right, create a big blocking lane out front for Dakota.
Yeah, and that's, some of those unsung heroes up there. But I like the style of running that they've got going on this team. So this time, Dakota Jones gets out a little bit ahead of his blocker. Ball ends up on the ground. We'll see who came up with it, but that time he got a little bit antsy.
Dakota Jones on the carry.
Didn't get behind his blocker. And they knocked that ball away. So Dakota Jones will come out for a second. We got a new running back in there. We got number 2, Brendan Empson, checking in. Empson, a sophomore. Saw a little bit of work in our scrimmage and jamboree. Here's the snap. It's going to be a counter. Holds on to it. Whew. Manages to break a couple tackles, but then he'll get hit hard.
Number 2, Riley Empson on the carry.
The defensive lineman, number 50 for Belaire, he was hung up on a block, but was able to get a hand around the running back and stop him from getting anywhere before reinforcements came in and stopped the play. So 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. A minute and a half here to go. Got to think they're probably going to have to pass here as the clock is starting to wind down, starting to become a bit of a factor. 11 yards to go. 3 wide receivers, all to the near side. Number 11, Mack. Number 43, Ray. And number 87, Landry. Here's the snap. He looks to the near side. He's going to throw it. Got the deep man, Ray. Just overthrown. Had a step or two on the receiver. Excuse me, on the defender. Can't quite connect. And it'll be 4th and 11. So the Eagles will punt it away. They are about 10 yards outside of Breck Schultz field goal range, so they'll have to punt this one. We'll get to see how well he does trying to pin the Belaire offense on this one.
Number 25, Breck Schultz, back to punt. Number 8, Trevian Frank, back to receive for Bengals.
Here's the snap. Schultz kicks it. And this one he's going to aim towards the sideline, have some backspin on it. And Eagle defenders will dive on it right about the 5-yard line. So I'll say about the 7-yard line. So great punt there by Schultz to pin the Bengals deep.
First and 10 at their 8-yard line.
58 seconds left to play here in the first half. Belaire takes over, 1st and 10. I did enjoy the theme for tonight is 90s. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was the theme they went with. So it's a 90s theme. You got a bunch of kids down there wearing some...
It's very neon.
Yeah, it's very neon. It's very...
If it was colder, I would see more track suits.
That's what I was thinking. I haven't seen nearly enough windbreakers and not enough jeans.
I see a lot of bucket hats.
Yeah. But, they went with what they know. They know
That's
Fresh
okay.
Prince, and that's okay.
None of them were even born in the 90s.
They were not.
They
were
know.
not. Most of our students, our seniors, were born in 2007.
Or as they call it, the late century.
That's right. I wrote my birthday on the board the other day, and I was like, sorry, I have to write it from a millennium ago. So on first down, goes for about 5 yards. 42 seconds left to play here in this half. Eagles leading 21-0.
Second down 6.
The reason I brought that story up was I was laughing. The closed caption showing up here, it's spelling Bel-Air like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Or it's even capitalizing Fresh Prince.
It knows.
It knows. It is a little surreal to look down and see my words kind of get transcribed as I go. Going to be a handoff for the last play of the half here on the near sideline. No gain on the play. And that'll do it for our first half. The Eagles lead it 21-0. So that one.
Number 39, Frank Billings.
All right. We're going to take a break here in just a second. Whenever we come back, we'll give you some first half stats. Talk about what went well in the first half, what we can improve on. We're going to step away for just a second. We're going to leave you with the camera going to where you can watch the band and the dance team and the color guard all perform. And I'm going to stick my headset out here out the window and see if we can't hear the band play. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Thank you for joining us. Talk to you in 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Live Oak High School is proud to present the 2023 edition of the Crew of Blues. Tonight's halftime entertainment begins with the music from the famous movie saga, Star Wars. Next we feature the Eaglettes led by the captains Gianna Buddy and Kaylee Bauer as drum major Cole Renderson leads the band in a song made infamous by Tom Cruise. Here is Old Time Rock and Roll. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crew of Blues. Band director is Brian Fiegel. Percussion instructor is Micah Crochet. Color guard sponsor, Teresa Dixon. Color guard choreographer is Lisa Munson. Eaglet sponsor, Sammy Parker. And Eaglet choreographer, Michaela Leger. Score updates. At half, Walker 7, Ponchatoula 0. Second quarter, Mandeville 17, Denver Springs 0. Live Oak would like to thank Miss JoJo Harrison for catering the press box. Ladies and gentlemen, about a round of applause for the Live Oak Eagle Touchdown Club and last night's pep rally and tailgate. What an awesome thing for this community, this football team, and all the support that they're giving. Again, a round of applause for the Live Oak Eagle Touchdown Club for last night's pep rally and tailgate party.
We are back from halftime. So in just a moment, I'll give you a couple first half stats after we get this kickoff here. So we had our halftime entertainment brought to you by the Crew of Blue, the Eaglettes, and the Color Guard teams. Hope you guys were able to hear that. Our entertainment here during halftime. So Eagles set to receive for the first time tonight. Here's the kick. It is up. It's going to land at about the 20-yard line. Plenty of room straight up the middle for number 4, Cade Whitehead. He's in a foot race with the kicker. He makes the cut, and he's out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So big kick return for number 4, Cade Whitehead, all the way up to the 20-yard line. That's where the Eagles take over here in the second half. So a couple first half stats for you. Number 1 quarterback, Caden Jones, was 4 of 8 for 84 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception, rushing on the ground for 1 time for 5 yards. 3 different wide receivers caught touchdown passes. Number 4, Whitehead, number 43, Ray, and number 5, Moyer. On the ground, we were led by number 24, Dakota Jones, on 4 attempts for 52 yards, and number 14, Braden Jones, with 3 attempts for 9 yards. Breck Schultz is perfect on PATs, 3 for 3. And that's where the offense takes over here in the second half. First one's to Dakota Jones. He's going to have a gain of about 9 on first down.
Belaire. 9-yard gain, second down 1 for the Eagles.
So 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. Looking to the sideline, checking the play. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, Dakota Jones. And he will go into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. So Dakota Jones, his first varsity touchdown of the regular season, comes early in his freshman campaign. So rush of about 11 yards on the touchdown.
Breck Schultz. Back for another PAT.
Oh, it's fumbled. Griffin picks it up. Fire, 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 and he throws it. Oh, and they're going to say incomplete. It's every holder's dream, and it falls incomplete. Gets it up.
Holder's nightmare.
Depends on who you ask, huh?
Yeah.
So that one won't go against Breck Schultz. He did not miss it. He's still 3 for 3. But the PAT is no good after the snap is fumbled. Jones just barely. Not Jones. Sorry, Griffin. Jace Griffin. Sorry, I'm so used to just saying Jones. I can just throw it out there for anybody who does something.
Got about a 6% chance of being right.
Yeah. When you look at the whole roster, it's the best odds on there. So the Eagles waste no time here in the second half, going down and scoring, making it 27-0. 10:54 left to play in the third quarter.
Kicking for the Eagles, number 25,
Schultz waiting for the whistle so he can count off his
Back deep for the Bengals.
steps.
Once again,
Number 3,
no one back deep.
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. They didn't even see anybody.
They're up-
1, 2,
they're up
3,
sitting
4,
on the
5, 6,
18-yard
7,
line.
8, 9, 10. Hey, they're waiting for an onside. Oh, I mean, they've got 6, 7 men near the line of scrimmage. Schultz will just send it deep.
That one.
That one's through the end zone. Jeez. That one ended up on the track.
Touchback. Bengals
Wow.
get 1st and 10
That
at
was a
their
boot.
20.
Yeah.
That was a 60-yard kick.
You know,
Plus,
it's a good kick whenever
through the
players
air.
are getting fired up by it on the field.
Third quarter brought to you by Mary Lee Donuts. Go see Coach Boone and the staff for some donuts. Right here in Watson on Highway 16. Delicious donuts with kolaches.
Right? That's how they get you. You know, they start talking about the donuts, and then next thing you know, tomorrow morning, find yourself getting up, making your way on over to Mary Lee's. Belaire comes out, this time in a 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Ooh. And he got tackled by his own lineman. Got pushed back by number 48, Gabe Harvey. Tripped up in the backfield. Loss of 4 yards on the play.
Second down, 14.
Here's the snap. Going to be handoff to the right side this time, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield by number 15, Tyler Mayer.
Number 7, Freeman on the keeper.
Loss of 3.
Tackle for loss by number 15, Tyler
Bring up
Mayer.
3rd and about 17. 15. Maybe 16. Who knows? It's a weird angle.
Make some noise, Eagle fans. 3rd down long.
It's a reverse to the near sideline. He's going to get crushed in the backfield by number 3, Jace Griffin.
Number 8, Trevion Frank going to carry.
He saw that one coming.
Number 3 for a loss. Chase Griffin.
Got into the backfield, and it's a loss of 3 on the play. So, Bengals go the wrong way on this one. It's going to be 4th and 18, and they'll be forced to punt. So the Eagle defense has been outstanding tonight. As you can see on the scoreboard, they've allowed no points, but outside of that, they have consistently performed well on special teams as well here on these punting situations. So they're sending the house on this one. You got your punter standing in the end zone. They haven't been able to block you all night anyway. And here they come. And that one is blocked. And caught by number 3, Jace Griffin, on the 12-yard line. He was trying to one-hand it out of the air and run, but you can't advance the ball on a block in high school, I'm pretty sure. So it was going to be down wherever he got it anyway. But you saw the stars in his eyes, dreaming of glory there.
Yeah, Jace Griffin coming up big twice on that,
Yeah.
possession. Big tackle
Absolutely.
for loss, and then fired up trying to catch that ball out the air.
He wanted it. So it is Eagles take over on the 12-yard line. So that one punt, that's the second blocked punt of the night by the Eagles special teams. Man in motion. It's going to be a quarterback keep to the right side. Got a couple blockers. He tries to get to the end zone.
Just short.
He's going to be short by about 2 yards.
I think it's going to be enough for the first down, though, so I think we're going to have a first and goal situation.
I think so too.
Very close.
I'll give him second. There he goes. All right.
It
First
is.
down.
First and goal.
That was enough for an Eagle. First down.
So first and goal, looking like might just be a quarterback keeper. Push up the middle, and that's what it is.
Big push.
Caden Jones
Jaden Jones.
takes it himself for 3 yards
For 6.
for the touchdown. So our guys down here running the flags on every touchdown, they're getting a workout tonight. That is touchdown number 5 for this Eagle offense halfway through the third quarter. That's good. One of those guys down there running, he's on my tennis team. I don't think he's gotten enough conditioning lately, so this is good for him.
Maybe we could have him just run the whole track every touchdown.
That's right. Do a nice little 400. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. New conditioning program.
Schultz
Rick
with a
Schultz,
line drive low
he's
kick,
good.
but it's good.
It is good.
He remains perfect on the season.
Plenty of leg. Makes it all the way back to the EMTs. They'll go switch out his tee. With the assist by Luke Schubert.
Score update.
I'm hoping
At
so.
half.
Yeah.
Mandeville 24, Dennis Springs 0.
So we just got a score update. Denham Springs currently trailing at the half, 14-0 to Mandeville.
Shout out to Katie and EMS for retrieving Schultz kicks tonight.
That's right.
Because they're going so far.
Yeah, and they're parked on the outside of the fence, all the way as far back as they can be over there. But Schultz is booting these things, and they're rolling right up to them.
King for Eagles, number 25, Rick Schultz.
Good news is they're not as busy out here as they were last week.
That's good. A little bit cooler weather, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So same thing here. Belaire's receivers deep right at the 15-yard line, so plenty of room behind them. Crowd on the 50-yard line. Here's the kick. This one's going to land back of the end zone. Touchback.
Touchback.
Another 60-yarder through the air for Mr. Schultz.
It's
He's showing off his leg at this point.
Oh, yeah. Might as well. You know, one times, just go ahead and try the onside, right? See what he can do.
A field goal.
Just line it up. Yeah, he's a special kicker. He's a good kid. He's gonna have a lot of options of where he wants to go play college ball. But he's just a junior, so we're gonna enjoy him for 2 more years. And the consistency that he brings to this team on special teams. Here's a snap. Lots of big hits out there. Being delivered by the Belaire offense on that run. It's a nice violent run.
Big hit by number 21, Brody Welch.
Tackle by number 23, Cooper Smith. And number 45, Clinton Wallace.
So I do hear some new names in there. So it does look like we've made a few substitutions here on defense, getting a chance for some of the younger guys to get some playing time. But these are guys that, you got number 45, Clinton Wallace in there, number 21, Brody Welch. These are guys that still contribute on special teams, and they're contributing. They'll get some playing time here on defense. They'll be rotating for the rest of the regular season as well. So it's a good chance to get them in and give them a chance to get some reps here early in the season.
Believe, correct me if I'm wrong, was that
Number 10, Blair on the carry. Tackle by number 20, Cullen Weller.
first down for Belaire? I believe the first one.
Number 13.
They've gotten a few. They've gotten, I believe, 2
Official
before
timeout.
that.
Well, I am wrong.
Hydration.
First one of the half.
First one of that.
So hydration timeout. Oh, we get a softball video. All right. hadn't got to see this one yet. Look at there. I like that one. So one of the things we've got going on our video board up here now is they've got some videos of all the different sports teams and groups around campus, showing them off while we have a moment here at our football games. Now, you were mentioning, I think it was the first down. In the first half, every one of the Belaire drives ended in a punt, except for the last one because the quarter ended. One of those punts was blocked. Another one, or two of them, they ended up trying to run to escape the pressure and ended up being turnover on downs. So, very good job by the Eagle defense and special teams in the first half. So here on first down, going to be loss of 1.
Tackle by number 39, Lane Billings.
Number 39, Lane Billings coming in for that tackle.
Second down, 1.
Second and 11 for Belaire.
Lane Billings, another freshman out there with fast legs.
Yeah, he's a quick one. He's big, he's strong, and glad we're going to have him for a few years. I mean, I think they've got him out here in coverage right now. Yeah, he's got to be playing safety right now. He was covering the slot receiver. That one good for 3 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Bengals. And so we got a couple newer names out there, but it's mostly the linebackers and some of the defensive tackles. Look like they've rotated in a little bit of the secondary. We still got a couple starters out there, still getting some reps. So you'll see some of these substitutions during the regular season as well. Here's a snap. And that one met the line of scrimmage.
Number 10, Blair on the carry.
Wrapped up.
By number 0, Vince Bourne.
By number 0, Vince Bourne, and number 45, Quentin Wallace. Gain of 1 on the play. 4th and 6.
This Eagle fans, Mary Story, will you please report to the press box? Mary Story.
It looks like they'll have to punt.
Yeah, I see her down there. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Yeah, her card's in there.
So punt his way, gets up to the 40-yard line, and the Eagles will take over. So Eagles take over at the 40-yard line after the punt. I was curious if we were going to get a quarterback change here. We're going to see the backup, but it looks like Caden Jones is still in there with number 2, Brandon Imson, being the running back. Number 87, that's Jake Landry out wide on the far side. Fakes the handoff. Jones keeps it himself, finds a man who has the block, cuts back across the field, gets another block down the near sideline. Ooh, lowers his shoulder, runs over the defender instead of stepping out of bounds. He's good for a gain of 35 yards.
Elects not to run out of bounds as a starting quarterback.
It's got to be a little concerning. It's one of those things that concerns you a little bit, but also...
I think Coach might have a little talk about that.
Yeah, makes you a little happy, right? Quarterback's one to lower his shoulder and hit somebody. It's not a bad thing.
Well, it tickles me to death, but
scares you a little bit, right?
First game of the season.
Quick throw, number 11, Mack makes one defender miss, and he'll be up to the 10-yard line.
Jones pass.
Very near the first down marker.
Gain of 15.
And it will be first down.
That's enough for an Eagle first down.
First and goal on the 10-yard line.
Yep, you're right. First and goal. 2 wide receivers set, 1 to each side. Jones calls for the ball. They give us to Empson. He's met in the backfield, but he breaks the first tackle. Not quite able to break the second. And he'll gain 4 on the play. 1:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Eagles are leading 34-0 and threatening once again. Here's a snap. Empson gets it again, makes a cut, makes a man miss, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So another young man with his first varsity touchdown of his career. Brendan Empson finds pay dirt from 6 yards out. They'll send in Breck Schultz to kick. They should have. You're right. Clock should have stopped. That's not distracting. Why are you throwing a flag? Illegal shift or something. Poor band. They're talking it out, trying to figure it out. Band is down there holding that note. Cheerleaders are swirling the pom-poms. Schultz is upset about something. And they're pushing him up. I don't think he likes it. I don't know what all that was about. Here's a snap. The hold is no good. He's going to have to throw it again. This time he has a man in the back of the end zone. It's caught. And it's good for 2 points to Ben Moyer. Jace Griffin, have yourself a game.
Griffin pass complete to number 5.
He is
Ben
fired
Moyer,
up.
2-point conversion good.
Call him quarterback number 2. And it's good for 2. He was a little shaken up on the play. He rolled his ankle a little bit, I believe, there at the end. Luckily, we got a pretty good training staff down there, forcing him to over here to the sideline, making him come sit down for a second. Oh, man.
Poor Anna.
Oh, yeah, he is. He doesn't want to sit. And she's like, no. Sit down. Let me look at that ankle. We're going to wrap it up. Oh, that's why. She's about to scrape him out. He didn't want that. It's a massage gun. He'll be fine. Okay. I thought she was grabbing the scraping tools for a second.
Looks like he's got a little...
Yeah, a little calf thing. Mm-hmm. She does not have light hands, I'll tell you that. She does not pull her punches whenever it comes to massage therapy. That's right. I don't know what she said to him. She got down in his face. And just like that, we were into the fourth quarter. They're going to play our fourth quarter video over here on the board. Montage of a bunch of big plays in Live Oak football history. That was 2015 against Denham Springs. This is 2015 state playoffs against Ouachita, where the Eagles went into the playoffs and upset Ouachita on a 4th down hold to win it and head to the quarterfinals, I believe, for the first time in program history. Denham Springs in 2018, the Hail Mary for the win. We didn't get through the whole thing, but there's plenty of good ones. We'll describe them all for you next time.
Kicking for the Eagles, number 25, Brett Schultz.
So the Eagles are up 42-0 as we enter the fourth quarter. Here's a kick. This one lands just in front of the goal line, and it's a touchback. There must be something about him kicking this way. Doesn't go as far.
It must be a little bit of a wind.
Maybe so.
They don't have windage flags on the goalpost.
Oh, but you are right. I can see the American flag, and it is blowing back this way.
That is true.
Check your watch. You got a wind?
Nope. It's stagnant air up here in the press box.
So Belaire will take over at the 20-yard line. Oh, man. Yeah. Stick it out the window, all right? Oh, watch out. Got some of our kinfolk here in the chat now. Stacy Summers has joined the chat. Stacy Summers in the chat.
You got to watch her.
Yeah. Don't be cutting up in my comment section now.
Second down 10.
You can connect to the school Wi-Fi up here. So 2nd and 10, Belaire. And those of you, just in case you are confused, we are going to be on our running clock here now. That is a high school rule with a point differential of 42. They go into a running clock. So here to pass on 2nd down. Gonna fall incomplete. Number 23,
Flag on the play.
Cooper Smith in coverage. What we got? You got a holding?
Or unsportsmanlike, depending on what the kid said after he was holding.
Maybe both, huh? It's gonna be a holding penalty.
Yeah. Looked like he was taking him to prom.
A defensive holding. I'm thinking that was unsportsmanlike conduct, by the way. That was 15 yards.
Yeah. Like I said, depending on what the kid said, it might
Yeah.
be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it's whatever this signal is, the bird. That's what the ref did.
So 1st and 10 for Belaire. It's going to be a quarterback keeper here to the near side. Makes one man miss. And it'll be finally tackled by number 35, Porter Rutledge. And it's good for a first down.
Jerry talking about number 20, Color Weller, and number 23, Cooper Smith. 1st and 10 for the Bengals.
So up at the 45-yard line. Bengals are driving. Feel these stands moving. Band's got the student section hyped up over there. We're swaying a little bit there for a second. I didn't really like that.
We were moving.
Not a huge fan of that, to be honest with you. Four wide receiver set, 2 to each side. Here's the snap. Looking down the field, has a man, and it's going to be intercepted by number 21, Brody Welch.
Interception by number 21, Brody Welch.
All the way up back to the 45-yard line, and the Eagles will take over.
Once again, defense coming up big.
Absolutely. So, Belaire looking like they had a bit of a drive going. Ends in an interception by Brody Welch. And the Eagles will take over 45-yard line. Here's a snap. And we do have a quarterback change this time. This is a handoff up the middle to Empson.
Number 2, Riley
He lowered
Johnson,
that shoulder,
number
made
Gary.
contact in the secondary, and it's good for 11 yards and a first
That's
down.
enough for an Eagle. First down.
New quarterback, Kingston Johnson, freshman.
So we had a bit of a quarterback competition here in camp. In the spring game, they were both the quarterback 1A, 1B. Caden Jones, being the older man on campus, ended up winning the starting job here to start the year, but Johnson has shown in what we've seen of him so far this year that he is capable.
Number 2, Empson on the carry.
He's got an arm on him. He's got a cannon, and he's sneaky good on his feet too. I mean, whenever he has to scramble, they got to watch out because he is a threat to take it to the house. So Empson, no gain on the play. High snap. Johnson will have to dive on it. That'll be a loss of
12, 13.
12, 13 yards. So Johnson beats the defender to the ball, but we're going to have 3rd and long here for the Eagles. I think it's about 3rd and 22.
Official timeout. Hydration.
Oh, it is a basketball video. Oh, yeah, all the bots in chat trying to
Score updates.
get you to click different things. Don't click
Third
those.
quarter, Ponchatoula 14, Walker 7. Halftime, Dutchtown 21, North Shore 7. Halftime, Mandeville 24, Denham Springs 0.
Wow.
Halftime, Santa Mall 31, Carver
Here's
6.
student section cheering down there. So, got a couple scoring updates, and the two big ones that stuck out to me. Walker is trailing. Denham Springs is trailing. You know,
Live Oaks winning.
might be the only 5A Livingston Parish school to win tonight. Quick throw across the field, number 87, Jake Landry.
Casey Johnson pass complete.
And he's going to be
Number
about
87, Jake
3
Landry.
yards shy of the first down. It's good for 19 yards.
Let's see what we do here. Coach is going to leave him on the field.
I think so, too. Let him go for
Nope,
it.
nope, we're backing up. We have a flag on
Oh,
the
there's
play. Holding
holding.
on the offense, so we're going to
Flag
try
on the play.
again from
Holding.
33 yards.
Why not? Oh, that was about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at
40 yards.
38,
Second
something
down.
like that. It's gonna be a while.
Let's practice the Hail Mary.
That's right. So line to gain is a 24-yard line. They are standing on the opposite 44. So 6 yards and 32 yards to go.
3rd long.
That's one way to say it.
Third in
long.
the parking lot.
Johnson escapes the pressure. Looking down the field, he's going to keep it himself. Wasn't quite able to get it away, and he will be tackled after gaining about 3 yards.
Casey
Now
Johnson
it'll
on the
be
keeper.
4th and 29. And now they will punt.
Gain of 2, fourth
He was
down.
looking to be able to
For
turn
Eagles.
his hips
Back
and
to punt, number
release that
25,
ball.
Brett
Just
Schultz.
couldn't ever find a chance to really get his feet
Back deep
planted
for
and
the
get the
Bengals.
throw down the field.
Number 8, Trevian Frank.
So Schultz comes on to punt it away.
Well, with a rolling clock, we're under 4 minutes left to go in the game.
Yep. The refs blow that one dead. Let's see what they got to say. It's
And
moving up. Oh, hey, this might
positive yardage.
5 yards. That might change the story here. Do a couple more of those, and we're in field goal range.
And Schultz now has to dial it back just a little bit.
Schultz gets the kick up. And it's going to bounce. And it's going to be taken at the 10-yard line. And big tackle. That's the long snapper and starting linebacker.
Brody Welch.
So Brody Welch got the, I thought it was number 46, Wyatt Tyne. He was down in the area.
Number 21.
You're right. 21, Brody Welch with the big hit there on special teams. And the Bengals will take over at the 8-yard line. I did not hear about that. So apparently they cut the Port Allen and Bruley game due to a shooting.
Well,
It's a shame to hear. You know,
I hope it's not true. But
yeah. These are great events for the community. Chance for these young athletes to get together and show what they've worked hard for all summer, and it's a shame whenever something so senseless like that happens. It's going to be a quarterback keeper here to the near side. He met the line of scrimmage by number 45.
Number 3 on the keeper. Number 45, Clinton Wallace.
Clinton Wallace.
coming in under 2 minutes to play.
Rolling clock. Under 2 minutes left to play. Eagle defense still playing hard. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals.
Fourth quarter sponsor, Stanton Appliances. Let's see my mom Brenda and her staff. 2 locations. North Sherwood in the corner of Perkins and College Drive. That's Stanton Appliance. Thank you for supporting Live Oak football.
1:15 left to play. 2nd and 10. Got a. Assume we're going to delay a game, honestly. Unless we got a timeout before. Yep. Anyway, timeout. They will stop the clock for a timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5K, the Live Oak Count 5K is back on October 7th. October 7th, the Live Oak Count 5K is back.
So, little announcement for those of you out there who like to run. Couldn't be me, but there is the Live Oak 5K returning on October 7th this year. So if you are interested in that,
Hey, don't forget, Live Oak fans, you present your game ticket stub to the Denham Springs or Watson's Waffle House location. You get a free waffle with a purchase of an All-Star Special.
I'm telling you, that's a heck of a deal.
Thank you, Waffle House, for supporting Live Oak football.
Usually you got to pay extra for that kind of action, but free waffle, we'll take it.
Wish I had a ticket stub.
Score update, Walker 15, Ponchatoula 14, in the third.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, right? We
Not for us.
money you save on the ticket you can put towards that all-star breakfast and waffle.
14,
I can afford full price waffle.
That's right.
In the third, Lafayette Christian, 34.
You know, I got that waffle money.
Yeah. Here we go.
Clock will start on the whistle.
I even splurged for
He's
pecans.
looking down the field. Oh, the ball was in the air.
Big collision.
Woo. And you're right.
I
it
think
is a
he's
big
shooken
collision.
up. Yeah.
He is a little shaken up. He's rolling around. They're gonna come
Official
check him out.
timeout for injury.
So you hate to see that, especially right at the end of the game. You never want to see anybody get hurt, but especially not at the end of a football game. With only a minute left to play.
I think he went up, exposed his ribs, and got popped pretty hard there.
Yeah.
Probably got the wind blown out of him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Wasn't like, didn't look like it was serious, but those do not feel good, that's for sure.
Yep, I think we've all been there.
All been left gasp and prayer a few times. Yeah, they're going to help him up. Get him over to the sideline. So
Number 8, Trevion Frank, ladies and gentlemen.
he appears to be okay, so they're going to walk him over to the sideline. As the training staff sprints very quickly off the field.
Good form.
Good form, yeah. That's right. I think she would love if I signed her up for the 5K, actually.
Love that. Absolutely.
Oh, we won't even be here then. We're going to be on vacation then. She did. She knew. We'll be getting a 5K every day, walking around Universal and Disney World. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff. Number 42 on the outside. It'll be tackled by about 4 different Eagles. The clock will continue to run.
Number 42, Gary and London on the carry.
This next one ought to do it.
Number 54, Jacob Tibbetts
It's fourth down.
44, Nick Collier.
Offense is coming off the field, and
on the tackle.
looks like they're getting ready to line up. And I think the Eagles will agree. Just let it go. And that'll do it. So, 2023,
And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
game 1
Give the Eagles
1-0.
a big hand.
for your Eagles.
Next week, we face the Dunham Tigers at Dunham.
So the Hutch Gonzalez era starts off with a W. Next week, we will be at Dunham. And that is a small stadium. So if you plan on traveling and attending that game, make sure you get there early. There is not a lot of seating. So if you would like to go to that one, come on out and get there early. But that'll do it for us here tonight. Like I said, Eagles running away with this one, win at 42-0. A couple quick stats coming to you here in just a moment, but defensively, that was probably it's a big story whenever you put up 42 points in a game, but
Right.
defensively, when you don't let the other team score, and you come away with an interception, and you have 2 blocked punts, and 2 turnovers on down because of errant snaps on a punt. I mean, it's good special teams, it's good defense, and they didn't let up for the whole game.
It's what you call a complete game.
Exactly. I don't have exact numbers here for defense, but I'm going to give you my best guess, and that is that with penalty yards, the Eagles held them to 47 yards of total offense. So that's including penalties for positive yardage, with one of those went for 15. So pretty good defensive showcase here by the Eagles tonight. Offensively, we got a couple stats here for you. That's all right. So looks like leading receiver tonight is actually going to go to number 6. Eli Hagans caught a 25-yard reception and a 2-point conversion. Had 3 passing touchdowns. Yep, 3 passing touchdowns. 1 to Whitehead, 1 to Ray, and 1 to Moyer. Breck Schultz was 4 for 4 on PATs that he got to attempt. Jace Griffin adding 1 2-point conversion through the air. On the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 by number 24, Dakota Jones, 1 by number 1, Caden Jones, and 1 by number 2, Brendan Empson. So, well done tonight by these Eagles. Off to a good start for the 2023 season. And we will see you next week over at Dunham High. Thank you, folks. Y'all have a great night, and go Eagles.